Assalamu alaikum. This is Crypto PNL. I hope you guys are doing good. Uh, I hope you're in good health. So it's been quite a long time since we talked about BTC and I made a video. So let's talk about BTC on the index chart because that chart works a lot. So there's nothing to talk about here because BTC is still in this range. We are trading below in the range, so probably the easiest way to see that, why I called the range, because we have a high, we have a low, and we are almost trading in and out of this range. So it is kind of a, it could be a deviation. In my books we called anything like if I show you here, like this was the range high, range low, BTC traded below the range, created a deviation, shoot back into that mid-range, like if that fractal plays out again here. So what I expect, the price shoot into this one, struck, make a case here, went above, create a case here, and then go above. That's the case. So the level that everybody is watching, that this mid-range, because if BTC, like like here, BTC held the mid-range. So this is where the people are looking for, or I'm looking for, is the mid-range. If BTC is able to close above the mid-range and hold it, then we can have a move up to the upside. So that's why there's nothing to talk about here. Price has to, the first thing the price has to do is to go above and take out this high, which is important, the way it did here, took out that high. So once you take out this high, then there is a probability that we are going towards this area now. So there are two levels that I'm watching, and the rest is that the most important level that I'm watching is this low. There are two lows here. This low at 53,358. So the price is creating, is holding this order block that we have here. That's an order block because from there the price have moved to the upside. So that's an order block, and that moved the price to the upside. So now price is coming back into it, like, and it is holding well. We had a trace and then we come back. So now I don't want this price to come down here, but that was the low. So now we have to put some pressure into it. So so nothing to talk about here. On the weekly level, yes, we have a weekly close. Uh, we have a weekly close below this breaker, the breaker I'm looking at. So now 61,531 level is what I'm looking at. The price has to close above it on the weekly scale, on the high time frame. I want the price to close above it, and then we can move to the upside. If price goes above it, back to it, then I expect the price to come here. So there are the two levels. So the best play, and if you want to be a bullish, you have to wait for the price to go above it. Like I'll give you an example here. In 2017, what we have here, like that was the breaker. That was the breaker. This candle, this I'll get in deep into it. That candle, this dodgy, this red candle, that was the breaker. Price went above below it, and price went below it and then retested it, held it, and then went above it. So this is the place where everybody would, like, if I was longing it, I was longing this breaker. Now wait for the price to go above it. Anything in this breaker is my buy, and then we have a little rally. So if you are a breaker player, because this is the most successful trading strategy I have. So this is our breaker now. So this candle. So what would I like to see is that I would like to see that price already tested that breaker. As you can see, the price tested that breaker and looking like it does want to come here, but I'll give this weekly candle a chance to grow, because last time when we had the breaker in the same scenario before the last move, these kind of a breakers can easily manipulate us, so like this one. So I would like to see that the price do some reaction here, like like it goes above and there's something like this, then I expect this area will come into play, or this, we'll see that. So this is the key area in my opinion. That's the bullish breaker, sorry, bearish breaker. So we are just holding it, not going below it. So lots of things are holding the price now. I'm not sort of bearish about it right now. So DYDX, this is the coin that everybody was, I was talking about it. Now it has a great reaction here, showing strength, strong fundamental. And if you look at it on the weekly, 3 week, 2 week, there's a candle here I'd like to show you. Yeah, this region is the region that it is holding now. So it is back to the support. So normally, what would I like to see? That's the breaker, okay, on the 2D chart. I like to see the price close above it. Now we have 14 hours. If price close above it, okay, so anything in this window from $15 to 14.26 is a buy. Like this is the range. If price close above it and hold it, this is the buy, and we can target these levels, these highs. We can target this high. We can even target this high. So it is kind of a good play if it plays out. Like, yeah, it's sort of in the downtrending sloping kind of a way, and it moved off this area of order block. This is a good move. If the price return back to the breaker and hold it, this is a good buy in my opinion, and the price will trigger into this, because um normally Joe, I'll explain it some other time, because this is a this is a big one too. This lesson will fill you up with good points. So you have to find out the breakers. So there is another coin that I'm looking at, AVEX. AVEX is dropping finally. So it is a good sign that AVEX is finally dropping. So we have a block here, block of price. Price has to come here into that level of 111 to $100. This is where I would like to see a reaction, and I think the price will react from here. And if there is another wave to the upside, I think the price will room here and then dip into it. That's the daily demand, and then go up, make fill the breaker and go for the long. I think this is the time where you have to buy the king. I am, in my opinion, we have to wait for the dip, and then we have to wait for a breaker to build, because market ऐसे ही बनती है. Example sand USDT. I'll show you how what sand did, and this is what I have noticed on the sand. Now, now this is sand. If you notice, this is the sand. This is the daily demand that we have. Okay, sand you have, oh, it went down, went into the daily demand. That was the breaker, and what they did, that's the daily breaker. So everything is on the daily. Price went in, went above it, tested the daily breaker and went above. So this breaker is the key here. This breaker, okay, that's the bullish breaker. That's the down candle, that's the up candle that created, that resulted into this move. So we have to wait for this breaker, see the price rejecting it, close above it. That dip was your buy, for example. That was you have to do, in my opinion. So I showed LTC. LTC is looking, in my opinion, in a good move, not a bad position. LTC is kind of correcting this impulse. This impulse moved into three waves, which is not bullish. This is three-wave move right now. but I would like to see that this move um, take out take out this range mid again. Like I would like to see XI this LTC to take above this one. This is where I'm interested. Then we will can gap up. Yeah, this is the area we have to take out. So this area of $270 is where I'm looking at LTC to go above to stay strong. Dodge, I think if you have this is Dodge BTC. I think Dodge is almost kind of losing momentum now. It is creating that that move, that thing that can take it Dodge to the upside. So keep an eye on Dodge. I still believe Dodge has the potential to bounce from here. If you look at Dodge USDT, and this is the Dodge, yeah, this coin has the potential because above this 34 cents is Dodge. I am in a long in a Dodge. mein matlab I have been in a long for quite some time now. It's been days. I've been long in this from this range. I expect Dodge to make a new high. Dodge is not going to take out this high low now. I'll be very surprised. I'll be very surprised. And the next place that Dodge has to come is probably this area, inshallah. So this is where the Dodge has to come, hold it, and then create a low high here. In my opinion, Dodge. And what else? There is a coin, Wi-Fi USDT. Uh, I've seen this chart and I've found this chart very interesting lately. And if yeah, there's nothing in it, but it's been kind of in an accumulation range for quite some time now. So there is a probability that this coin may poke to the upside. So let's see, because this is the area that where the resistance is. We are facing that resistance at $43,000. So 35 to $43,000. Probably, I believe there is a move coming in this chart. The all lies, if that breaks, then the area that I'm looking into it, well, this low is the key here. I'll be very amazed that this low will be broken. If it gets a break, I'll be very amazed. So BTC on the low time frame, not looking very strong, but I think this is accumulation and we will move to the upside, in my opinion. So let's see how it plays. Assalamu alaikum.